In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to posterize in Inkscape. This process is incredible for turning standard photographs into stylized vector art, creating screen print designs, or simply simplifying an image for graphic design purposes. We will be using the powerful Trace Bitmap engine to achieve this effect, taking standard pixels and turning them into clean, layered vector paths. If you find this tutorial helpful for your creative workflow, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's jump right into it. To begin, we need to bring our image into the workspace. Open Inkscape and use the shortcut Ctrl and I on your keyboard to import the raster image you wish to posterize. Select your file and place it on the canvas. To ensure the process goes smoothly, make sure your image is of a decent resolution, as higher quality originals yield much cleaner vector paths during the posterization phase. Once your image is loaded, ensure it is active by clicking on it with the Select tool, which you can activate by pressing S. With the image selected, we need to open the Trace Bitmap panel. You can find this by navigating to Path and then Trace Bitmap in the top menu, or by using the shortcut Shift plus Alt plus B. This will dock the panel on the right side of your screen. Within the Trace Bitmap dashboard, we are focusing on the multi-scan mode. Depending on your version of Inkscape, you will see a tab for multi-scan or a detection mode drop-down menu. Once there, set the detection mode to colors. Choosing colors creates that vibrant, layered posterized effect that we are looking for. Alternatively, if you want a tonal black and white or monochromatic look, you can select grays from the menu instead. Now, the most important setting is the scan's numerical value. This number literally determines the amount of color levels or layers in your final vector image. A higher number will capture more nuance and detail, making it look closer to the original photo, while a lower number will consolidate colors, creating a more abstract, high-contrast, posterized look. I recommend starting with about 8 scans and adjusting upward or downward from there. Experiment with this number to find the perfect balance for your specific project. Before we apply the effect, let's look at 2 essential toggles. Make sure the stack option is checked. This ensures that the color layers are stacked on top of each other, which prevents tiny gaps or white lines from appearing between your colors. You should also check Remove Background if you want the white or transparent areas of the original image to be excluded from the final vector. When you are happy with your settings, click Apply. Inkscape will process the image and generate a group of vector paths directly on top of your original raster image. You can click and drag the new vector to the side to compare it with the original. If you want to refine things even further, let's discuss some technical details. Because we are converting pixels into paths, setting the scan's value too high on a very large image can cause Inkscape to lag, so be mindful of your computer's resources. You can also toggle the smooth checkbox in the panel. Checking it will round off the edges of the color blocks for a more fluid look, while unchecking it keeps the edges sharper and more faithful to the original pixel grid. If you need to edit the results, use Ctrl and G to ungroup the paths. If you prefer to keep them grouped but want to change just one specific color, hold Ctrl and click on that specific color layer. You can then choose a new color from the palette at the bottom of the screen to customize your artwork. This is a great way to create a custom color scheme for a logo or a poster. And that is how you successfully posterize any image in Inkscape. It is a simple yet professional way to transform your photography into clean vector graphics. This technique is used by professionals across the globe to simplify complex images into manageable vector files that can be resized infinitely without losing any quality. If this video helped you out today, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more Inkscape tips. Thanks for watching.